Stay savage, your boy ShinoBeenTrill. What's poppin'? Today we are back, and guess what? We back, and that's a fact, and that's not a rap. Deku, where you at? That boy got the All Might Night Crow with a strap. Yeah, we pull up Kachan, blow you back, nigga. We ain't never really tripping. Yeah, you know we trap, nigga. Todoroki with the flames, sick and so sane. I'm just tripping. Yeah, I'm ice cold up on my brain. I kind of messed up the bars, dead us. But so what's up with you guys? How you guys doing today? Today we are here with a episode review of Boku no Hero season 3. So if you guys are excited about today's video, if you're new to the channel, you know, drop a like, subscribe for daily content. Yesterday I missed yesterday, but that's because things be happening on Fridays and shit like that. And honestly, I've been wanting to do these Boku no Hero videos since season 2 and season 1 came out, but I never got around to doing it. So now I'm finally here. I hope you guys are willing to take the ride into My Hero Academia with me. So with that being said, let's get into today's video. Let's get it.
All of these people, they down to ride. Look in my eyes. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
So first off the back, everything was really dope to see. You know, everybody started to get that refresh. We get a recap of previous season, basically what happened, what's going on with Hero Killer Stain. You know what I'm saying? How that ball ran up on shit. And like, honestly, overall, that was one of the best seasons to me. Obviously, everybody's gonna say they like the Todoroki versus Deku fight. Honestly, I thought that fight was dope as hell, but I feel like they're gonna have another moment where they get to train and face off a little bit further on in the series, where things get hella intense. I'm talking about this is gonna be one of those, you know, serious super fighting moments. You know, basically trying to, you know, improve each other and make each other go to the maximum of their potentials and see how far they can take it. Because like Todoroki says in this episode, he always talks about how he wants to be the #1 hero, and All Might is the #1 hero, and it seems that Deku has something that All Might has, so that makes him my competition to becoming a #1 hero. And we all know, honestly, when the anime first start off the rep, the first thing that they say is, hey, you know, he's the best hero. This is the story about the greatest hero, you know what I'm saying? So we got All Might the best hero off the rip. Then we got Deku basically saying, hey, this is my story and how I became the greatest hero. So he's letting you know off the rip, I don't care what Todoroki's saying. I'm here. I'm that dude. Like, I'm running shit. So, you know, we obviously have Kachan in the background doing the exact same thing. One thing I'm honestly like about Kachan is that, you know, he never gives up. He has this outgoing, boisterous attitude. He's very arrogant. Obviously, I like him because that's kind of me. And I think at some point you should be arrogant in everything you do, but sometimes over arrogance will kill you. Like, if you be like extremely arrogant, it'll tear you down. And I feel like he does that in some moments because there are aspects where he could shine, but he just lets himself fall short. So in this episode, you know, we got recap, we got kind of a pool day on some shit. Like, you know, they set it up where, you know, they could have endurance training with the swimming pool. The girls actually set it up where they could do sunbathing, where they didn't actually have to do any training, you know what I'm saying? So obviously it was one of those episodes where it's more on some, you know, basically catching you guys up, having some little chill moments. We got some scenes from All Might as well as Aizawa. You know, we got to see some cool shit that we was looking at in the previous seasons, and you know, we got some fucking foreshadowing for what's about to happen next. Now, all that we know about Boku no Hero so far, we know that Hero Killer Stain, you know, ignited a movement. You know, it basically pushed a lot of more villains to stop hiding, basically, because if you guys know, if you got dropped out of the academy, or you did something wrong, or if you was quote unquote this bad guy in the beginning seasons of Boku no Hero, most of the times you were hiding. You know, you guys were like in the duck off in the cut, and then, like, you know, when the villains basically attacked the academy, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't something that was really publicly broadcast. I mean, it was out there, but it wasn't something that was widely known. You know, it was mostly top officials, some secret intel and shit like that. You know, it was one of those type of things. It was basically like the Naruto shit. You know, when they got the higher ups in the leaf and they know they shit, but you know, they not gonna say nothing to everybody else. It's essentially the same thing over here with the higher up heroes. They basically told a few people. You know, it obviously got out, kind of, you know, shit leaks, rumors go around. That's what happens in the world. But you know, for the most part, it wasn't something that was widely broadcasted. Versus Hero Killer Stain was out there letting people know it's okay to be villains. It's okay. You know, I hate this fake justice that you guys call justice. You know, you guys are doing things for your selfish gain. Because if you think about it, there are a lot of heroes in Boku no Hero that have their own personal desires. I mean, some of them may be selfish and some of them may be just, you know, but obviously he calling out the fake ones. You know, he's saying the true hero of peace was All Might because All Might was always smiling. And I think that's one thing that we see everybody cannot stand All Might for. The fact that he's always smiling, always giggling, no matter what the situation. So right off the back, we we got the boy Tomura basically talking down about All Might, kind of like I was just saying how everybody talks about All Might always smiling and shit like that. You know, he's essentially talking about how much he hates Deku. He's basically talking about how much he hates the hero killer because he ignited a movement, and it's kind of like on some kiddish shit because he wants the recognition for all the destruction and havoc that's being going on. But it's one of those things where it's like, at this point in time, bro, we all know, like, you know, you not doing shit right now. You know, obviously you coming in the beginning with the academy, you made some shit shake, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, hero killer Stain was the real person that stirred up the controversy. He the one that whipped up the pot, you know. He was hitting the stir fry on them bitches. Like, it was really something that we wanted to see happen. We wanted to see more villains start to come out the shadows, because at this time, you know, it was more of training, build up and shit like that. So now we about to get to see a whole bunch of fights against all these psychopaths. Essentially, most of them are, I mean, obviously some of them have their own just cause for what they do, but for the most part, some of them just are sadistic, evil fucks that just want to see shit get destroyed. We even have Eraserhead or Aizawa basically talking about what's going to happen in the future. He's basically foreshadowing that, you know, they have to keep the kids close and shit like that. Even the kids say that they couldn't even go on like super overextended field trips for long periods of time due to them being targets by like this league of villains and shit like that. You know, basically Tomura and the gang are attacking them. You know, he basically like singling them out, and this man has legit fucking trading cards of each and every one of these students are the people that he sees as a threat or he deemed worthy enough for him to want to single out and kill. So just to see this man like go through the efforts of going all the way out of his business just to point out these little ass kids, show that they're going to be potentially like the biggest problems for him in the entire franchise. Because like I said, they got the pro heroes now, but eventually the pro heroes are going to be the old heroes, and the old heroes going to be retired, and the fucking new age kids going to be the pro heroes. Like, I can't wait to see like a fucking My Hero Shippuden type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously it's not gonna be called that. It's gonna be like a you know, a part 2 when they're older and shit like that. That shit'll be really dope. Maybe a little bit more into the teen years, because obviously they're like 14, 15, because they're in high school, right? If Boku no Hero is a high school, I'm not even actually sure what age they are. You know what I'm saying? So back into like the general topic of this episode, it was more so, you know, on some luxury refresher type shit. Obviously you got the boys, you know, training against each other. You know what I'm saying? Trying to basically see who is better and faster in the pool. You get their endurance up. We got Kachan, you know, he using his explosive, basically cheating, you know, flying over the pool. You know, that's right off the rep. And then the first thing they say is, hey, it's a freestyle swim, you know what I'm saying? I can do what I want. And technically, he's right. It was freestyle. I mean, he freestyled his way with his fucking sweat just secreting all the way across, you know. But obviously, you know, he did his thing. That's just what he was going to do, you know. Obviously, they didn't say nothing about actually touching the water. They just like, it's freestyle. First point across wins. It's kind of fucked up, but hey. And then we got fucking Todoroki doing the exact same thing, sliding across on some ice, you know what I'm saying? Then Lydia comes out of nowhere, revs up the engine on Deku, but when we see Deku hit the fucking full Nightcrow, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just keep it a buck. Like, the fact that Deku's starting to utilize his powers more and more without having basically a repercussion, basically having a side effect to him using it, you know, this shows like some progression, because at this point in time, if he's using 10%, 15%, 20%, his body keeps getting used to it and used of it as the show progresses. Once he gets to that 100% mark, things are gonna get super lit. Like, this is gonna be some shit where everybody's gonna be looking at him like, holy hell, like, you might be better than fucking All Might put together with all the other people that ever had All for One, you know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, even his trainer, Gran Torino, he was basically saying, hey, look, you are way more analytical, you know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of All Might. All Might did things naturally. It was just like an instinctual thing for him. It was just like he picked it up and he just did it. Versus we got Deku, who basically thinks about everything. And one thing we saw was Deku was overthinking his ability. But once he thought about it in a simplistic way, you know, this man started getting the grasp of it. And even once he finally got the grasp of it, he was able to just go at Hero Killer off the rip, you know? So just to see him just coming out and just being able to access his power right off the rip is really dope to see. That shows his progression as a character. You see him start to develop, and you start to see him reach new heights just off his own accord. You know, obviously All for One is like one of the most OP abilities, but the fact that he's applying himself on his own shows that we're going to get some real good stuff from him in the future in terms of strategic play, in terms of tactics, and as well as his training aspects, as well as he keep progressing, you know what I'm saying? Now, one thing I was really excited for at the end was to see Todoroki, Kachan, and Deku race against each other. Obviously, you know, that was gonna probably be something that made the first episode really lit, because obviously these dudes are going against each other. Like, it's gonna be dope. Like, these are the 3 tops in their class, you know. Obviously the teachers rank them in different performances and shit like that, but you know, Deku's the underdog. Fucking Todoroki's a prodigy, and Kacchan is a aggressive prodigy who never gives up. You know, he trains. You know, on some shit. He kind of reminds me of Asta from Black Clover because he's always training to be #1. But outside of that, you know, his arrogance is just overwhelming. Obviously, Asta's not arrogant. The reason why I say he reminds me of Asta because he screams a lot and he's always really working hard. So if you actually look into his character as a whole, outside of him being like this egotistic maniac that always wants to be first, you see that, you know, he really works hard and he's always trying to excel and get stronger and stronger in order to basically beat everybody around him, regardless of what the hell he says. You know, you can't mess up his dedication and his hard work ethic just because we know he's an asshole. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like me. You know, I'm a bit of an asshole. You know, but I try to work hard. At least I think I do. I mean, you guys tell me I do. I'm not really sure, but you know, overall, we was going to see that race, but that shit didn't fly. It was really disappointing because Izawa came in and he was like, hey, it's 5 o'clock. Get the fuck off of school premises. I was like, damn, son. So obviously the pool time was cut in half, and he did that basically just to be a douchebag to us as the viewers. He was like, you thought you was gonna get some lituation in the beginning. You thought you was gonna see Deku beat him or beat Kacchan and Todoroki, or you gonna see Todoroki beat Kacchan and Deku. You know, honestly, I wanted to see Deku whoop their ass, like, cause you know they've been sleeping on my man. They basically underestimated him the whole time. Obviously Todoroki's not underestimating him anymore because he was able to make him use his other half. On top of Kacchan is pretty upset because when he fought against Todoroki didn't even want to use the other half. So when he won, he was just under the impression like, you know, you went easy on me. So this is some shit that we got to see unfold. Let me know what your personal thoughts and your personal opinions is on season 3 episode 1 of Boku no Hero My Academia. And with that being said, my name is ShinoBeenTrill. Stay true and stay real. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and until next time, see you guys later. Bye, gang gang.